Hi, I'm Dr. Deepa Shetty here again, and I'm a health coach. Today, I'm going to share a story with you all called Cockroach Story. If you have heard about it, still, I would like to share with you all, and I think you should hear it with a new perspective. So, there were a group of women out there in a restaurant doing their usual kitty party, and on one of the women a cockroach flied and sat on her, and the woman started yelling like, oh my god, gosh, this cockroach, get this out of me, get that cockroach out of me. And she started jumping and howling around. And then she, with that this thing, seeing her panic, it was so contagious that all the women who were her friends and who were gathered in the restaurant, other people also started feeling running around, jumping around, and getting scream, looking at her. It was so contagious, they also got scared. And then with that scare, she pushed the cockroach away on somebody else, some other woman, and that woman also started jumping, and it was so hilarious scene. But for the people who were experiencing it, it was all like, oh my god, cockroach, 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 and all that. And the fear of cockroach with the woman, how it gets the cockroach can really take over a woman and get a fearful woman out there. So all the men must be having a real good time seeing their women being so fearful of the cockroach and not of them. So this is what was going on. The scene out there was all the women were howling and screaming, and since the cockroach got transferred to some other woman, she also started screaming. She also started howling, and in the panic, that woman also pushed the cockroach away, and that fell on a waiter. There was a waiter standing out there who wanted to help them out, but with their howling and with their screaming, he could not do much. When the cockroach fell on him, he stood there very calmly, very poised, looked at the cockroach, and then very calmly took that cockroach and put it in a dustbin and threw it away. What happened different here? The same cockroach, the same people, the same man and the same woman. How is that? It's not about man and woman out there. Even if it would have fall for the cockroach would have fell on a woman who was far more composed and at poise and was going to deal with the cockroach the same way the man dealt, it would have been the same thing. The difference out here was not about the man and the woman out there. The difference out here was the way both of them reacted to the same cockroach. So what's the problem? Was the problem in the cockroach, or it was the way we react, or the people, the women reacted to it? So it's the same way in our life. Whenever we come across people who disturb us, whenever we come across situation which disturbs us, it is not the situation, it is not the people we are getting disturbed about. It is our inability to deal with the situation, our inability to deal with the people, our inability not to get disturbed when no we are challenged with things in our life can disturbs us actually. So our inability to deal with the situation, our inability to not allow ourselves to get disturbed disturbs us. So it's not the situation, it's not the people. So even in the traffic jam, it's not the traffic jam which disturbs you. Your inability to stop or to deal with the disturbance which that traffic jam is causing to you. Your inability to deal with the chaos and the stress which is happening in your head about how late I am for the ahead thing is what disturbs you. So your inability to deal with the disturbance, that disturbance in the situation causes you, disturbs you. Now that's a, what do you say, a tongue twister, but that's how it is, that we are not able to deal with some things and that disturbs us internally, because of which we throw it across to people, and then we blame people, and then we really are not very happy the way we reacted to the situation. So the key is, reaction is very instinctive, immediate, within a second, whereas a response which you give to a situation or to a person is well thought. There is a thin difference here. From an action to a response or a reaction, there is a time span. If you give a little time out there and give it a thought and then respond, things will settle down very calmly. You will be calm, other person will be calm, situation will be in a very calmer state for you to take a next step ahead. Your suffering will be less, your mental agitation that you're not able to deal with this will be less. It makes you more stronger. It inspires other person who is observing you to learn the magic of being calm and composed in whichever situation you are. It really makes you very confident about yourself, about how you can deal with your any situations in the life. And it doesn't get you anywhere near poor me attitude. It makes you somebody who is unstoppable about any situations in their life and about anybody out there. People out there are not the one who can make us what we don't want to be. Whatever situation and whoever people out there are, you have a choice to respond and not to react. Cockroaches are there everywhere. You have a choice not to react to them, but to respond. And you will see you can deal with anything and any situations in the life. And that can get a very good smile on your face than the frown on your face because of the situation. I would like to see that smile. So keep smiling, stay tuned, more such stories ahead. I am putting my hand on to tell stories because I think I didn't do much with my kid when she was small, and I would like to see how it feels to y'all. Do let me know in the comment section how it was, and thank you for all your responses. Stay tuned. See you again. Do like and subscribe. Thanks.